All right, hey. I want to ask you a question. How much time did you really take to dream a big dream for 2025? Did you take 20 minutes, an hour, a day, a week? How much time did you really take? Because I want us to take a little time today and work on dreaming a really big dream for 2025, one that absolutely scares us. And the thing about dreaming is that it requires some supernatural help. See, a lot of us, we were able to set goals. And when we set goals, that means that we're dependent on ourselves to get it done. We're going to do step one, step two, step three until we accomplish the task. However, dreaming is totally different. So tell me in the comments, what is your big dream for 2025? Are you willing to share it with me? What's your big dream for 2025? Or did you even come up with a big dream? See, I want you to think about what your life would look like if you did not have to live paycheck to paycheck. Think about that. Don't let money or the number that's in your bank account stop you from dreaming big. So I really want you to think about, did you base your dream, your vision, your goal off of what's currently in your bank account or off the salary that you know you're going to make in 2025? Or did you base it off of what it is that you want, what you desire, and what you believe you can have? So I want to take a little bit of time today, if you can just stick with me, and let's go through a process of just beginning to dream. And this requires some self reflection, it requires a level of self awareness, as well as a lot of honesty. You need to be honest with yourself about what it is you want and how you want to move forward and what it is you believe you can have. So, the first thing I want you to do is disconnect the idea of you can only dream based off what's in your bank account. That's the first thing I want you to eliminate. Take that away. So, in order to do that, you might want to think about what would your life be like if you did not live paycheck to paycheck. What would your life be like? If money were not an obstacle, what would your life be like? So, the next thing you might think about is, what would it feel like to have extra income to support your family, to take a vacation, or even just to breathe a little easier? So that might be you being able to say yes without stress. You know how a lot of times we will say yes to things, but we don't really know how we're going to make it happen, or we're robbing Peter to pay Paul. We're pulling from one thing to take from another to replace when we get our check and all of those things. What if you could say yes to your kids when they ask to join a dance class, to be on the AAA basketball team, or to enroll in that summer camp program without worrying about the cost? These are the types of things that you have to think about. What if you could go to the store and pick up groceries without counting every penny and actually getting some of the things that you want and not just the things that you need in the household? Or it could be something as simple as just treating yourself to a dinner with a friend or a day at the spa just because you deserve it. It's not your birthday, it's not Christmas, it didn't come through a gift card. You just said, hey, I feel like I want to go to the spa. Let me call my good girlfriend. And what if you paid for both of you all and not just yourself? Have you ever done that before? Treated your friend to a day at the spa? It's an amazing feeling. So, some of us want to create financial breathing room. And that's like knowing you have an emergency fund so that when those little life things happen, the roof falls in, we're about to get 12 inches of snow, and so we had to go and stock up at the grocery store. Those things don't throw you off track. Maybe you want to pay off credit cards. Maybe you want to get your student loans paid off. I know some of us think, oh, I'm taking those student loans to the grave with me. But what if you could actually pay them off because you're making a whole lot more money, or other debts that's been weighing you down? Maybe you have a HELOC or a personal loan or something that you need to pay back, and you've just been making minor monthly payments. What if that could all change? You got to be able to dream it. And if you can't dream it, it's not going to be able to happen. Or just saving for that matter, for one, like we're saving for a new home. Maybe you want to buy a new car, or maybe you want to buy a used car and you don't want to do monthly payments. You want to pay for it in cash. So that means you're going to save $15,000, $20,000 to purchase a gently used car and pay for it in cash. Or maybe you want to build your dream backyard, or renovate your kitchen, or update your bathroom, or like I did, update your attic and turn it into a livable space. Whatever the thing is, what is your big dream for 2025? Put it in the comments. And if you're with me live, give me a hey, what's up, what's going on? And if you're catching this in the replay, give me a hashtag replay. Let me know that you joined me, and let me know if this supported you in any way. So I really want us to begin to dream a bigger dream for 2025. We're not going to let all of that interference and all of that noise stop us. We're not going to worry about what's going to happen in the administration, because guess what? You're going to keep living, you're going to keep breathing, you're going to keep going to work, you're going to keep paying your bills, and you need to be working on bringing in extra income into your household. So some things are going to remain the same, some things are going to change, but guess what? Let's control the things that can. Now, so I know that as I talk to a lot of the ladies who are in the community, they talk about these dream vacations they want to take. What's the dream vacation you want to take? Can you put it in the chat and let me know? What is the dream vacation that you would love to take? Maybe you want to take your family to Disney World, or maybe to Universal Studios and have just a great adventure. I absolutely love being able to take my family to both of those. Or maybe you're like me at this point. You just want to relax at an all inclusive resort in the Caribbean or in Mexico, with nothing on my to-do list but to sit on the beach and drink mimosas. That's my dream vacation. To go to Cabo or somewhere, Punta Cana, I'm going somewhere, and I just want to take 7 to 10 days just to lay on the beach, no to do list, no big adventures, no excursions. I want to get tired of doing nothing, and I want to reach my hand out and be able to just beckon another mimosa. Bring me a pineapple mimosa. And my niece introduced me to papaya mimosas over the holiday. So now I'm loving papaya mimosas now. So maybe that's you, or maybe you want to explore Europe. Maybe you want to see the Eiffel Tower in Paris, or maybe you want to walk through the streets of Rome. Maybe you want to head to Ghana or Mauritius or wherever it is. Maybe you want to escape to the mountains, because some people love the mountains for those peaceful cabin retreats. Maybe you want to do a scenic hike and just hike and just think and just be in touch with nature and have a night that's cozy by the fire. Whatever it is, are you willing to dream it? See, a lot of times we're not willing to dream that big dream because we say to ourselves, I can't afford that. I can't do that. I got to wait until my kids get big. You do not. Let's dream this dream right now. And I really want us to think about a dream for ourselves. Like, how are you investing in yourself? Are you attending any personal or professional development retreats or confident or conferences to gain confidence, maybe to up level your skill set? Maybe you want to start a passion project. And for a lot of us, we don't need to start a passion project, but maybe there are some people who are ready to start a passion project that you've been putting off. Like maybe you want to write a book, or maybe you want to learn photography. Maybe that's the way that you're going to bring in your additional income. Stop putting it off. Maybe you want to join a yoga class. Like I joined a workout class at the fitness center around the corner from me, and it's been absolutely life changing. I've been able to meet a new circle of women who are really into fitness, and they've really been motivating me. Or maybe you want to do like maybe an art retreat to kind of recharge. I know that one of the members of our group right now, she's on a self care retreat. She's checked herself into 3 days at an amazing hotel, and she's saying yes to herself and getting more work done than she could get done at home over a 3 day time period. But I think the problem is a lot of us don't know what freedom looks like. We don't know what it means to have time to attend your kids' school events or the sports games, because we're always missing because we're at work. I know that was definitely my experience. Maybe you want to join the dance class and learn how to ball dance, how to waltz, how to salsa, and you've never had time. But when you have freedom, you're able to do that. Maybe you get to try that fitness class that you've always wanted to try. Or maybe it's just spending the weekend how you want, relaxing, reconnecting with your family, and pursuing the hobbies. What are your hobbies? Do you have any hobbies? Let's be honest. Because if you have a hobby, that means that you do it monthly, you do it weekly, not one time a year or twice a year. Think about men who golf. They don't just go golfing once a year. They're golfing all the time. Think about people who sew or crochet. They're typically sewing or crocheting on all of their downtime. Think about what your hobby is. Do you have any true hobbies? Some of us say that reading is our hobby, but that's not true for a lot of us. A lot of us are reading to learn and not reading for enjoyment. And then we're only reading when we can, and we're not really making time for it. So I really want you to think about what are your true hobbies. And if you don't have any, why not? And let's get some. So if, or maybe you want to work fewer hours, um, but still earn more. That's totally possible. I want us to dream big. This is about dreaming big. Maybe you need to create balance in your life. And maybe some of us want to start our own business, but we've been a little scared because we don't know if people will buy from us or if people will actually pay us money or if we'll have the time to do it. But you would love the flexibility of setting your own schedule and living life on your own terms. I talked to someone and they said their dream will be able to travel more and to be able to work while they travel, or even to relocate in a place that they find as they're traveling. Why are we afraid to dream this? Why are we afraid to dream this big dream and to really put it out into the universe, to ask God to help and to support us in this dream? And guess what? When you do that, the next thing you need to do is to take action. But if you're only counting on yourself and you're writing goals down and you are step by step, you know what you need to do, that's not a dream. A dream requires supernatural help. And so that's what we have to focus on. So let's talk about how you might be able to get this done. If you want to make real change in your life, you're interested in making real change, especially if you're already busy, your job is already requiring a lot of you. You have an hour commute to work, an hour commute home, 8 hours at work. You still got to come home. You got to cook. You got to clean. You got to take care of the kids. You got to pick up for basketball, softball, baseball, all the things, dance class. You got to go help your mom. You also volunteer at the church. You're doing all of these things. First of all, we're going to say that's too much. First of all, okay? But I understand, especially when you're already busy and you're unsure where to start. I got some really good news for you. You don't have to do this alone. Stop trying to do this alone. A lot of people who say they want to bring in additional income, they spend so much time learning that they don't spend the time implementing. And that's exactly why I've created what I call the weekend consultant. We tested this out on several people and it worked amazingly because they were able to do the things that they normally do plus build their business. And when I say build their business, some chose to build a business and some just chose to bring in additional income. You pick, is your choice. But the program is really designed for busy educators just like you, people who want to sell their services and expertise to the school system, and you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck. They told you you can make $70,000 in 12 months, and that's the most that you can make. I'm here to tell you that that's not true. You might be overwhelmed by the idea of starting over. That's okay. Maybe you're 22 years in and you're right at retirement. We can still bring in extra income. Why can't we dream of paying off the house before we retire? Why can't we have the core of our dreams paid off? Why can't we have money in the bank, an additional Roth IRA? Why can't we have these things? Because you're unwilling to dream it and you're unwilling to work for it because you're afraid of what if it fails? What if they don't buy? What if it doesn't work? Well, what if you had expert guidance to help you through that? And you got to decide that you're going to take control of your future and stop sitting back, allowing the school system or the system in general to dictate what you can or can't have. So when I talk about the weekend consultant, It's just over a course of a few months. We're not doing a year long. Hey, we're going to get this done in 4 months, and you can actually make money in the first month if you're willing to implement and do the things that I tell you to do. But I'm not just going to tell you to do stuff, I'm also going to help you to implement, because I realize after all of these years of doing this that a lot of educators procrastinate. We talk about what we're going to do. We learn, but we don't implement. Anybody at that stage where you've been learning, you've been YouTubing, you've been webinaring, you've been master classing, you've been doing all these things. You got notebooks full of information, you have notebooks full of ideas, but you have not implemented and you have not made any money doing the thing that you've been learning so much about. Well, today that ends, okay? So I'm going to help you to create your signature product, your package, your program. If you're looking to host a retreat, if you're whatever it is you're looking to do, I'm going to help you do that so that you can confidently sell your expertise. In addition to that, I'm going to help you design and set up your first workshop, your conference, or your training. So all you have to do is just really show up and shine. So this is not every day. I'm talking about 2 to 3 hours a week. If you have 2 to 3 hours a week every week, we can get this done because I know that you're busy. And I'm going to help you to craft a plan to start making more money in one session, one workshop, one training than you make in your whole paycheck. Okay. So if you're willing to give it a try, I can show you how to do it. So this is not about putting more on your plate. It's really about removing the guesswork. We're taking away the guesswork, and you're going to finally build the life and the business that you deserve, that you desire, that you want, that you crave. But are you willing to bet on yourself? So if you're ready to step out of living paycheck to paycheck, if you're ready to step into freedom and start creating really the life that you've been dreaming of, we can do this together. There's a link that you can click that's attached to this video. It's called the Weekend Consultant. When I say the Weekend Consultant is the solution for educators and people who want to sell their products and services to school systems and community-based organizations, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And we're not going to spend 10, 20 hours every week getting it done. We're going to set a target date and we're going to work backwards, get everything done, get everything set up. We're going to implement. And we're not going to do all of this learning. You're going to meet with me 1 to 2 times on a Saturday morning. Just like right now, it's a Saturday morning. Saturday mornings work a lot better for a lot of educators and for a lot of people. And so Saturday morning, we'll do a session every other Saturday morning. You'll have time to implement. You'll also get an opportunity to ask questions. I'll give you examples. You'll have a one-page setup. Everything will be super simple. Templates provided, resources provided, everything that you need will be provided so that we can take the guesswork out of the process. So if you're interested, click that link. If you got questions, book a call on my website, educatorsmovingon.com. I'm more than happy to speak with you, but I'm super excited for 25. I got some big dreams that I've prayed for and that I'm looking forward to achieving, and I can't wait. I cannot wait to see you inside the program. We start on January the 18th, so let's get it going. Let's get signed up, and we have lots of things to go. Hey, Dr. Ann, looking forward to talking with you, Dr. Ann. They told me that you are ready. Let's go, Dr. Ann. We are ready. Good morning, and thank y'all for joining me. I'll see y'all later.